Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're uncovering two of the rarest and most valuable United States Washington quarter-dollar coins that could be hiding in everyday pocket change. One of these coins might be worth far more than its face value, so stay with us until the end. You won't want to miss these incredible discoveries. First, coin United States quarter dollar from 2022, minted in Denver, indicated by the D mint mark, quietly entered circulation during one of the most fascinating modern chapters in American coinage, when millions of people overlooked fresh designs while searching only for older silver coins. Yet this ordinary-looking quarter carries a story far deeper than its face value suggests, representing a new generation of circulating collectibles that captured the attention of seasoned numismatists and curious beginners alike. Produced with modern minting technology and intended for everyday commerce, the Denver issue became part of a nationwide series that encouraged collectors to inspect every handful of change more carefully than ever before. While countless examples remain common, the excitement begins when a coin displays something unexpected, because modern production can occasionally create remarkable surprises that transform an everyday quarter into an object of fascination. That possibility alone has inspired countless treasure hunts across cash registers, piggy banks, coin rolls, and forgotten jars, proving that extraordinary discoveries do not always come wrapped in age or silver. The 2022 D quarter immediately stands apart because of its crisp modern appearance, bright copper-nickel-clad composition, and sharply engraved details that reveal just how advanced today's minting equipment has become. Freshly struck examples often display brilliant luster dancing across both sides of the coin, while the raised lettering, rim, and intricate artwork can appear almost sculptural under proper lighting. Collectors frequently examine the surfaces for unusually strong strikes, smooth satin-like fields, or brilliant cartwheel effects that survive years of circulation. Although millions left the Denver Mint with nearly identical specifications, even tiny differences in pressure, alignment, or die condition can produce characteristics that become highly desirable to specialists. The challenge lies in recognizing those differences before wear conceals them forever, turning an ordinary pocket coin into a thrilling mystery waiting to be solved. Behind every remarkable modern quarter is an equally remarkable minting journey involving massive presses, carefully prepared planchets, hardened steel dies, and extraordinary precision operating at incredible speed. Even with strict quality control, no manufacturing process is absolutely perfect, and that tiny margin for error is exactly where collectors become most excited. A slightly rotated die, a misaligned strike, subtle doubled lettering, die chips, retained cuds, off-center impressions, or dramatic die cracks can instantly transform an otherwise ordinary quarter into something memorable. Some varieties become widely documented, while others remain hidden in private collections for years before experts recognize their significance. Every unusual discovery reminds collectors that perfection is the goal of the mint, but imperfection often creates the stories that echo throughout the hobby for decades. Perhaps the greatest appeal of the 2022 D quarter comes from the fact that almost anyone can still find one in circulation today, creating a sense of possibility rarely matched by older classic coins. Unlike legendary rarities locked away inside museum displays or elite collections, these quarters continue passing quietly from one wallet to another without attracting much attention. A cashier may hand one across the counter, a vending machine might return one as change, or an old coin jar tucked away in a closet could contain an overlooked example with an intriguing characteristic. That simple reality fuels countless weekend coin hunts, because every ordinary transaction carries the tiny but irresistible chance of revealing something genuinely special. The excitement is not merely about money, but about participating in a nationwide search where patience, observation, and knowledge matter more than luck alone. As collectors study the 2022 D quarter more closely, they quickly learn that preservation can be almost as important as rarity itself. A coin that escapes scratches, discoloration, heavy contact marks, or circulation damage may command far greater attention than a more common piece showing years of wear. Brilliant mint state examples displaying exceptional eye appeal often become favorites among registry set competitors who pursue the finest certified specimens available. Add an authentic mint error or an unusual production characteristic to that outstanding condition, and suddenly the conversation changes dramatically. The coin is no longer simply another quarter, but a documented piece of mint history, whose appeal extends far beyond its purchasing power, attracting collectors who appreciate both technical excellence and the fascinating stories hidden behind every imperfection. Imagine discovering a seemingly ordinary 2022 D quarter that later proves to possess a verified minor variety or collectible characteristic, leading to an illustrative market outcome somewhere between $2,500 and $3,500 under favorable circumstances, though never guaranteed and always dependent on rarity, condition, authentication, and buyer demand. For many families, that could resemble a meaningful contribution toward a down payment on a home or the unexpected financial boost that arrives when it is needed most. If the coin happens to be preserved in exceptional high-grade condition with impressive eye appeal, an illustrative outcome around $5,000 sometimes enters collector conversations, while an authenticated mint anomaly with unusual production features could inspire discussion around illustrative figures near $6,000. These examples are possibilities rather than promises, reminding every collector that professional evaluation always matters more than hopeful assumptions. The excitement grows even stronger when conversations turn toward truly scarce examples that combine rarity, condition, and collector demand into one remarkable package. A verified rare collector piece with outstanding appeal might inspire illustrative discussions around $7,500, while an exceptionally preserved or genuinely uncommon specimen could attract attention around an illustrative $8,000 under favorable market conditions. An unusual authenticated discovery drawing intense collector interest may even generate conversation near an illustrative $8,500, creating the emotional feeling of a sudden windfall that few people ever expect from loose pocket change. In extraordinary cases involving historically important mint characteristics or exceptional documentation, illustrative discussions can climb as high as $9,000, but these figures remain educational examples rather than guarantees because every coin must stand on its own merits before serious buyers decide its true value. Responsible collectors know that excitement should always be balanced with careful examination and realistic expectations. Begin by checking the weight with an accurate digital scale, since significant differences from normal specifications may deserve closer investigation. Observe the edge and overall metal color to confirm the expected copper-nickel clad appearance, paying attention to unusual tones that might indicate environmental effects rather than mint errors. Study the strike alignment to ensure both sides appear properly positioned. Inspect the rim for irregular thickness or missing sections, and carefully examine the lettering for genuine doubling instead of simple machine strike effects. A magnifying loupe and proper lighting often reveal details invisible to the naked eye, but even experienced collectors avoid making final conclusions without comparing reliable references and seeking professional authentication whenever something appears unusually promising. Professional grading and authentication remain essential because appearances can be wonderfully deceptive in modern coin collecting. Environmental damage, post-mint alterations, mechanical doubling, polishing, or accidental impacts may imitate valuable mint errors closely enough to fool enthusiastic beginners. Reputable grading services use experienced specialists, precise measurements, and consistent standards to determine authenticity, condition, and attribution, providing confidence to both buyers and sellers. That independent verification often becomes the difference between an interesting conversation piece and a truly recognized collectible capable of attracting serious attention within the numismatic marketplace. Patience, documentation, and careful research consistently reward collectors far more than rushed assumptions driven by excitement alone. The next time a 2022 D quarter slips into your hand, resist the temptation to spend it without a second glance, because history has repeatedly shown that remarkable discoveries often begin with coins everyone else ignored. Somewhere in circulation, inside an old coffee can, hidden within a forgotten coin roll, or resting quietly at the bottom of a family change jar, another surprising example may still be waiting for the one person curious enough to notice what others overlooked. That possibility keeps collectors searching day after day, fueled by the dream of a once-in-a-lifetime discovery hiding in plain sight. And if you think this modern quarter has revealed every secret it can offer, wait until you see the next astonishing coin that has left even veteran collectors questioning everything they thought they knew. Second coin 2023, Denver Mint United States Quarter. At first glance, it looks like just another modern coin sliding across a checkout counter, disappearing into vending machines, or collecting dust in a forgotten cup holder. Yet every collector knows that history has a habit of hiding inside the most ordinary pocket change. Produced at the Denver Mint with the familiar D mint mark, these quarters belong to a new generation of American coinage that continues a tradition stretching back more than 2 centuries. Their sharp modern appearance, intricate artwork, and brilliant metallic surfaces make them fascinating from the moment they leave the presses. But time, circulation, and the occasional unexpected minting mistake can transform an everyday coin into something that sparks conversations, research, and determined treasure hunts among collectors eager to discover the next remarkable find. The visual appeal of a 2023 Denver quarter is often the first clue that something deserves a second look. Fresh examples display crisp lettering, bold devices, clean fields, and well-defined edges that catch the light in dramatic ways, while the copper-nickel-clad composition creates the familiar silver-gray color expected from circulating quarters. Depending on the design issued that year, collectors study every feather, portrait, inscription, and tiny detail with surprising intensity, because subtle differences sometimes reveal far more than casual observers expect. Even small changes in the way the dies strike the metal can create fascinating varieties that encourage enthusiasts to compare dozens of examples side by side, hoping to spot a detail that escaped everyone else. Behind every 2023 Denver quarter is an enormous industrial process where massive presses transform blank planchets into finished coins at incredible speed. Billions of strikes are performed under tremendous pressure, and although quality control is exceptionally strong, no manufacturing operation is absolutely perfect. Tiny variations in die condition, striking pressure, alignment, or planchet preparation occasionally produce unusual pieces that become the focus of collector attention. These unexpected differences are what make searching through rolls from the bank, inherited collections, or everyday change so exciting, because every coin carries the possibility, however small, of telling a different story than the one expected. The collecting community is especially fascinated by genuine mint errors, because they are accidental products of the manufacturing process rather than intentional varieties. Collectors carefully search for doubled lettering, off-center strikes, die chips, retained cuds, clipped planchets, broad strikes, die cracks, and other documented minting anomalies. Most coins found in circulation are perfectly normal, while many apparent errors are actually damage caused after leaving the mint. Learning to distinguish authentic mint errors from scratches, environmental damage, machine damage, or altered coins is one of the most valuable skills a collector can develop, making patience and education every bit as important as luck. Stories surrounding modern quarters continue to inspire collectors because remarkable discoveries sometimes emerge from the least expected places. A forgotten coin jar, a family piggy bank, a cash register drawer, or a handful of change from a grocery store can send someone racing to reference books and magnifying glasses. Although the overwhelming majority of 2023 Denver quarters carry only face value, the excitement comes from the possibility that one unusual coin may possess characteristics worthy of closer study. That sense of possibility transforms an ordinary search into an adventure, reminding collectors that remarkable finds rarely announce themselves before they are discovered. Whenever discussions turn toward value, it is important to separate excitement from certainty. Illustrative storytelling often imagines a collector discovering an authenticated minor variety that could hypothetically attract offers in the $2,500 to $3,500 range, while another narrative imagines an exceptional high-grade survivor reaching around $5,000, or an unusual authenticated mint anomaly inspiring interest near $6,000. These figures are examples used to illustrate how rarity and collector demand can influence prices, not guarantees that any particular 2023 Denver quarter is worth those amounts. Actual market values depend on the specific coin, verified authenticity, condition, rarity, and competitive bidding. As the imagined story continues, the suspense grows even further. Picture an extraordinary authenticated collector piece inspiring fierce bidding around $7,500, an exceptionally preserved or genuinely uncommon specimen attracting attention near $8,000, or an unusual discovery with especially strong collector demand approaching $8,500. In the most dramatic storytelling scenarios, a historically significant authenticated example might even be imagined reaching up to $9,000, but those figures remain illustrative rather than promises. Real auction outcomes vary enormously, and only thoroughly authenticated coins with truly exceptional characteristics have any possibility of achieving premium prices. The emotional power behind coin collecting has never been about guaranteed riches but about possibility. Imagine realizing that a single authenticated coin from everyday change could represent the equivalent of a meaningful financial milestone, perhaps helping with a down payment on a home, creating the feeling of a sudden windfall, or becoming the once-in-a-lifetime discovery that every collector dreams about. Those moments fuel countless hours of searching, because the excitement comes from knowing that history, craftsmanship, and rarity occasionally intersect in extraordinary ways, even though such discoveries remain genuinely uncommon. Responsible examination is essential before drawing conclusions about any 2023 Denver quarter. Compare the coin's weight with official specification using an accurate digital scale. Examine whether the metal color appears consistent with its copper-nickel-clad composition. Inspect strike alignment to ensure both sides are properly oriented. Study the rim for unusual shapes or incomplete formation, and inspect lettering carefully for genuine doubling rather than damage or wear. Strong lighting and magnification are valuable tools, but nothing replaces the trained eye of experienced professionals. Whenever a coin appears unusually different, professional authentication and grading provide the most reliable way to determine whether it represents a legitimate mint error, an important variety, or simply an interesting circulated example. The next time a 2023 Denver Mint United States quarter lands quietly in your hand, resist the urge to spend it without a closer look, because history has a remarkable way of disguising itself as ordinary pocket change. Most coins will prove completely normal, yet every careful examination strengthens your knowledge and sharpens your eye for the rare exceptions that keep collectors searching year after year. Somewhere, perhaps in a forgotten coin jar, a bank roll, or the loose change sitting unnoticed on a kitchen counter, Another unexpected discovery may still be waiting, and the next astonishing coin story could begin with the very piece everyone else overlooked.